Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Bucs Postgame show. I'm Ben Cornett here on the Ben Zone, here on also on YouTube. Final score: Dallas 31, Bucs 14. Um, yeah, bad night all around. I mean, Dallas just took it to us, whooped our ass from start to finish. Give them credit, man. Give them credit. They showed up, we didn't. And my good friend Ryan Flowers, congratulations on your Cowboys. They deserved it. So we're gonna get right into it. Let me bring in my guest, Mr. Alex Schomber. Alex, how you doing, man?
Posing for all the viewers out there. Let me go ahead and turn this camera off because this is not good for camera.
I know you don't want Jason to come on. Oh man, Alex, this was just hard to watch, man. What are
I'll
your thoughts?
be I'll be 100% honest with you. I did what I did with every single loss. I just laughed it off because every single day, like I know, yes, it sucks. It sucks because Cowboys beat us. But then I look at the brighter side of things. Every situation, Brady was just not the answer this year. Like we had to move on sooner or later, and it was better to do it this year, but I guess he had other plans. I don't doubt um what's his name? Dang, I'm like, Jason Light isn't gonna he's gonna be doing some long after work hours and find a solution. I don't doubt anything in his process that are for our future wise, but Tom Brady
Well,
definitely says back a year, and
well,
I'm willing to see what we have with Trask.
well, Alec, this is the real test for Jason Light because now he's not going to hit that home run by getting a free agent quarterback. Tom Brady
Yep.
was a once in a lifetime light catch lightning in a bottle type of move. There's a lot more to it than just Brady. I mean, our offensive line was depleted all year. The injuries, Ryan Jensen, who returned tonight, by the way, now you wonder if that was even a good idea because he just didn't look healthy out there. The snaps were off. He just wasn't moving like himself. I understand it. They thought he was healthy enough. They thought it could be a huge boost for the offense. I thought it would be too, but it just seemed like that just went to the wayside. There's a lot. The retirement of Marpet, Jetson getting hurt. We had more injuries on the offensive line this year, and it was a disaster, man. I mean, we were so lucky to play in the division we were in, and it just showed. I mean, Dallas. I was hoping for the Dallas screws up again in the postseason, and this time they didn't. So hats off to them. Um, yeah, there needs to be a lot of work done in the offseason. This is terrible, man. This is just I don't know what we do now. I mean, you know, I, yeah, I wouldn't be against moving on from Brady. I wouldn't be against it. I mean, see what you got in Trask, but at the same time, I mean, if the Bucks thought he was going to be something, then why wasn't he like the backup? Why wasn't he getting more snaps at practice this year with like the second team? Because that was
Yeah.
Blaine Gabbert getting those snaps. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions coming up for this Bucks team this offseason.
Yeah, this is one of those things you just gotta wait and see in those situations. But then again, I don't know what goes behind closed doors in one bug place. And yes, Scott, yeah, that was a bad hit. That was
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
painful to see.
definitely pray for Russell Gage. Didn't look good,
But I
man.
mean,
Let's hope he
I
gets
don't
better.
I don't want to be that person to say this, but I literally called this game. I knew we like there's like times where like I know, Brady has comebacks and stuff like that in games, like he's done it before all season, but this was the wrong team to think he had a chance against because it's just things weren't clicking at all. Like there was no hope for it. Like maybe if like the third quarter started off better, there was probably promise. It's just something between the coaches, between the offense, between the defense. It just something wasn't clicking amongst them, and there's just out there to just play, I guess. But
Well, look, let's remember too. This is also not the Rams or the Saints. Okay,
yeah, so
those
that's the thing.
teams
Like
not gone were pretty
I,
bad.
I'm at, that's why I told you that one time. I was like, if the Cowboy like if the Bucks keep playing around in the first quarter and in the first half and just not score, they're not like the Saints and Rams. They'll keep putting up points while the Bucks aren't.
Oh yeah, because they're
It's
Dallas
just
has a
how it
better off.
is.
Yeah, they have a better offense, much better offense,
And
more
then like
stability on the offensive line, better play calling, better talent all
that's what
around.
like it's just if you just look at the whole season, you get you lose Shaq Barrett, you lose Jensen, all like you get him back today, like which I'm glad he's looking better out there, and then you lose like you said Alex Kappa and Ali Marpet, and you lose
Yeah,
JPP and Dominican Sue, which were key pieces, which some people. I mean, you and Johnny know those are key pieces, but some people just don't realize that. Like, you can't just easily just say, "Okay, this is me." I mean, yeah, it's like it's next man up mentality. It's how the NFL is.
yeah,
But with our schedule, it wasn't just one of those snap of a finger and just like certain players adjust differently, and the players we had that replaced them, it just wasn't one of those things where they adjust fast. But
yeah.
all I can
No,
do is hope
yeah,
the ownership makes the right off-season adjustments. They haven't really let me down as of late in like the last like 2 3 years of like off-season moves. Before Brady, yeah, they kind of like should have been in that one with keeping people like Dirk Cutter around and shit. But it's just like Todd Bowles is just oh no,
no,
like
he's not
I don't he's
real.
not he's good. He's a great defensive coordinator. I
Great
give him that.
coordinator, great coordinator, yeah, but not a head
It's just
coach.
offense like defensive coordinators should not be head coaches. It happened to the Falcons. Everybody knew what happened with that. It's just some people just are meant to stay defensive coordinators.
Ash, congratulations, you deserve it. My
Yeah, they deserve it. It's
thoughts
just one
to
of those
you.
things where you just gotta
Good job, Ash. Good luck next week against the 49ers. Should be a great game. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Let's read this comment here. This is Corey Brown saying offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich expected to be fired. I saw a report
shit
rumors.
take Todd Bowles with them, but I guess you can't because that contract's so fucking massive.
Yeah, no, they're not going to fire Bulls yet. I mean, I think after next season, if shit goes down the hill, then yeah, I could see it. But Ash Swinson again, haha. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Well, I mean, at least you've advanced in the playoffs. I mean, you never know. You never know what can happen. I mean,
Any given Sunday or Saturday,
it's-
whatever time they play.
it'll be Sunday afternoon. That's the last game. Um, so yeah, it's they're all going to be good games, man. I can't wait. I mean, even if we'd have won tonight, we weren't going to beat the Niners.
Yeah,
I mean,
I told Ash that I was like in hindsight, like yeah, as a fan, like you want to win the game, but in reality, I didn't want us to win that game. I really didn't, because it's like you get like it comes to a point where you gotta look at the bigger situations. Like we don't match up well against San Fran, which was that's the cards we got dealt with was the Niners, and I was like, me personally, even though it pains me that Cowboys won, and they're probably gonna be like, there's gonna be certain Cowboy fans that say, "Oh yeah, we beat you guys. Well, blah blah blah." I just couldn't see us facing the 49ers again and facing
no,
that defense, and then that whole offense is amazing.
yeah,
It's just I'm
yeah,
not. I don't want the Bucks to face that again. I'd rather
yeah,
just go into the off season. Like no matter what this team does, I'm not gonna jump. the ship no matter what. Like some people are doing it right now. I'm noticing it all because of freaking Brady.
Corey
But I
Brown's
don't
not.
care.
Corey Brown's
I've been huh?
no. I just said Corey Brown's not on his comment. He's still a Bucks fan, win or lose. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alec.
It's just one of those things you just gotta like that's just the tough thing about sports. You gotta I mean, you know how it is because you're a Lakers fan with me.
Yeah,
Like you just gotta ride through the good times and bad times. Not every season's gonna be perfect. That's why I was like I told my mom I was like, I don't see us winning against the Cowboys. It's just don't match up well. You got to count the injuries. Cowboys are healthy. It's just one of those things where you would need like the stars to align in that situation. But
yeah.
hats off to Ash.
Yeah,
Hats off to your team. But
yeah. She
yeah,
said
Tom
we're
Brady's
the
definitely
night.
done.
Yeah, yeah. Your Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific on Fox. That's the late afternoon game. Should be good. And yes, that was Corey Brown, King Brown, Scott. Thank you. And Scott picked the Cowboys too. Let's not forget that. Ash said, unfortunately, Bucks got hit with an injury bug. Hoping they can come back healthy next year and have a better run at it. Have a great night, Ash. You have a great night too. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck this weekend. You guys deserve it and celebrate, man. Good victory for you guys. Scott, any
Yeah,
reports on Gage yet? No, not yet. I haven't
yeah,
heard
nothing
anything.
yet.
Yeah, I mean, he just got
But
to the hospital. I'm sure they're gonna evaluate him, keep him overnight for observation. So let's just hope it's just a stinger or something that's minor. You never want to see anything like that. Um, and
that's Sean, I think.
yeah, NFC South still wide open next season. Yeah, uh, I agree. And I say that because there's a lot of and Corey's King Brown said that because Alec. I mean, you look at the teams in that conference right now or in our division right now. I mean, the Falcons have a lot of question marks. They're going with Desmond Ritter right now, young quarterback. They also got the Saints. We don't know who their quarterback's going to be, and the Panthers. They're rebuilding, so I don't know. He's right. It's still a wide open division, so who knows? I mean, the Bucks. Maybe that lures Brady back in next year, but I have my doubts about that. But with the division being what it is, who knows? Anything could happen. So
Yeah, it's one of those things you just gotta. It's like one of those betting terms. You just gotta charge it to the game, I guess. It's just I've seen worse seasons from the Bucks. I honestly have. Like
yeah,
this is no
this
walk in the this is like a walk in the park,
dude, we're
and it's
playing with
just
house money, dude, for the last few
yeah.
years. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
I
there are
mean, we could
teams
be.
in
I
the
mean,
NFL that haven't won a Super Bowl, and we've
yeah.
won two.
We, that's why I'm not really like upset about it. Like once we won a Super Bowl, I was like, that's all I need to see. Like I'm fine not seeing a Super Bowl for the next like 4 years. Like if we get one, great. But I was like, you don't win it all you don't win it all the time unless you're Bill Belichick and Brady back in the 2000s. But
Well, yeah, then that's rare.
I'm still
So
gonna stick with my team regardless. You know,
yeah.
glad baseball season's getting closer around the corner.
Oh yeah, man. We're just about a month away. Pitchers and catchers are reporting around that time. I cannot wait. We will definitely have baseball coverage here on the Bend Zone, also on Have at It. March Madness coming up. Do the bracketology. Me, you, Sean
If
Spencer. We've already talked about that. Alex Loosemore is in as well. So,
yeah, he
but right
got
now
in.
we're talking about football.
If the
Let's read
Bucks
this
are in
comment here.
good shape with salary cap, I would remain hopeful, but I can see them biting the bullet, hiring a new coach during doing the 5-year rebuild with the first 3 years of being pretty lean. I mean, yeah, but they won't hire a new coach.
Not right
And
now because again, this is going to be Bulls'
oh,
second
Scott's a
year.
Cardinals fan. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, and if they're going to fire a coach, I think they're going to wait on that if the Bucks don't do well next year or something because they want to wait. They don't want to pay two coaches. You know what I mean? Like you got to pay the
Yeah,
new guy, then you got to pay the previous coach unless he gets another. But yeah,
yeah.
so
I didn't know Scott was a St. Louis Cardinals fan. I did not know that.
okay. Well, good for you guys. Like I said, good signing for Wilson Contreras. He's gonna. I mean, he's got tough cleats to replace with
Yeah,
Yadier Molina. I mean, that's a Hall of
that's
Famer.
my goat, Yachty.
I know that's gonna be
So,
tough, man.
in your opinion,
Mm.
where do you see the off? Like, I mean, it's probably too soon to do it because it's more like in depth that like you like detail you'd have to like look up in. Who do you see leaving? Who do you see staying?
I'd have to look at, to be honest with you, Alec. I have to look at the free agents, the restricted free agents, and stuff like that before I can give you an honest answer about that. I think if I had to guess right now, I'd probably have to say Brady's going to
Yeah,
another team.
gone.
Um, who else did? How many years did Russell Gage sign? Maybe was
I
it
think
a
he signed a
2 year
year.
deal? A year deal? Okay.
Let's see.
He might be gone. I know Julio's going to be gone. I mean, I don't see him coming back.
Yeah, it was
Um,
more for like Tom Brady's. Well, oh, he
yeah,
did sign a 3-year deal with us. 3-year deal contract, and
yeah.
it
It depends on the
was
situation. Again, I'd have to look at that. I'll get back to you on that later, but yeah, I'd have to look at the free agency, see who's unrestricted and restricted. Um,
yeah, it's a 2-year deal opt out after the 3rd year.
Maybe they could keep Gage around next year for one more year, and then. But it really depends, man. It
No,
really depends
Scott,
on.
we will not sign OBJ. Don't get your hopes up. We're not signing OBJ. For the love of God, we're not signing OBJ.
Buck's gonna cut trash players: Russell Gage, Julio Jones, Keanu Neal, maybe other. They can resign Jamel Dean, Mike Edwards, Sean Murphy Bunting. That's interesting. I think I could see Murphy Bunting being gone. He just hasn't done enough, I think, to stick around. Mike Edwards, that's going to be a tough one as well. I think he's up. His rookie deal's up soon. Jamel Dean, I'd keep. I mean, you know, he's one of the better defensive backs on our team, along with Carlton Davis. Even though Carlton did not show up tonight, he got outplayed by C.D. Lamb and even T.Y. Hilton when he was covering those guys. I mean, it just was god awful, man. But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just one of those things that I mean, I was just watching the whole entire game, and it's just the energy was just like from the moment like I think it was like middle of like the first quarter, you could tell like the energy was not in that stadium. It was like crickets. There was like no energy, no like will to like win like on the drives. Like the
yeah,
Bucks, their MO every year, every game is like they'll get these 3 and outs, and it's like if you get that one wrong team that just capitalizes on your guys' on our mistakes, it's gonna
yeah.
be a long game.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, real quick, Alex, I'm going to read some comments that are probably not appearing on there. I got it on my own profile. Um, Bill Siebert, if you're watching out there, a good friend of mine, he says the worst football game I have ever watched in every aspect, from our offensive line to the officials themselves. This was complete crap, and changes on the offensive line are mandatory. I agree. Donovan Smith can go to hell. Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't blame you for that. Wirfs can go too. No,
Wait, Borsk
no,
can go to hell too?
not Tristan Wirfs. Come on. The lack of protection
Borsk
was
is not a bad player.
so fucking ridiculous that they should all be completely ashamed of themselves for their job or lack of doing their jobs. Well, Bill, I mean, I don't blame you for being frustrated, bro. I mean, I feel you, man, but uh, Tristan Wirfs, you gonna let him go? I mean, dude, he's best one of the better right tackles in football. Come on, man. It's all good though. I mean, I understand you're frustrated. I'm frustrated too, but I wouldn't let him go. Um, yeah. So let's read some more comments here. Scott says, "I still can't believe Maher missed four in tonight's." Yeah. I newsflash: he's gone after this week. They're gonna
Yeah.
be the Jerry Jones
He's probably
tweet.
walking to the locker room, and they're like, "Yeah, just change out here, dude."
Yeah, see that closet down there? Yeah, go over there. Did you see Jerry Jones's tweet?
No.
Well, he said he's looking anybody in the stadium. We're looking for kickers. We have a jersey for you. Go out there. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
his Twitter or just a fake account, but it was hilarious.
yeah, he's definitely gone. Like, I don't know how fast you can
Um,
replace a kicker in a week, but they'll probably do it.
yeah, yeah. Well, let's see. Let's look at some more.
O-line sucked balls. What the fuck? And that goes for everyone on the line tonight. Donovan Smith can go. Oh, now I see the comment you're talking about.
Yeah, from Bill. Yeah, Bill's a cool guy, man. He had a radio show out in Florida with Larry Timko. Hilarious stuff. Yeah, Bill. Offensive line sucked balls, and that goes for everyone on the line tonight. And Donovan Smith can go to hell. I love Bill. He's great, man. Bill, man, if you want to come on, dude, if you're available, like, come on, talk to us, man. We'd love to have you on, man. I remember he did the Midnight Madness show a couple of years back. Dude's good, man. That's when I was first starting to listen to Buck shows on Facebook. So him and Peter Blake, one of the first ones I was listening to. So props to Bill. Thanks for coming on too, by the way. Thanks for joining in. Wirfs was horrible tonight. Keep Wirfs, but he sucked. Yeah, of course. Dude, this is his what, third year in the league? I mean, he's good. He had a bad night. Don't get me wrong. He had a very bad night. No excuses. Did not protect his side. Got outplayed. Got out handled. We just sucked tonight. This whole team sucked. I'm not afraid to say it. We underperformed. Now I'm not saying even if we played our best, we would have beat Dallas because Dallas was just a machete out there, just slicing and dicing. But we were just getting our ass kicked. There's no excuses. So
Do you see Kendrick Perkins' tweet?
let's see. Willie
Says
Rams
if
are still reigning Super Bowls. Yeah, for a few more weeks. Thank you. Look, I'm not saying get rid of Wirfs, but Smith can go. Well,
we have one more year of that.
I got to be honest with you, Bill. I mean, I think he will eventually. But what we have to do is we have to draft a left tackle, and we have to develop him. Smith, I think, has one more year of guaranteed money, but after that, it's no more guaranteed money. I think the plan's going to be they're going to keep him for one more year. I know, it's probably what you don't want to hear, but we still got to have that left tackle develop, and then we can move on. But I could see the Bucs keeping him for another year. It doesn't sound great, but realistically, where are you going to find a good left tackle right now? I'm just saying, it's just my opinion, but who knows? Maybe they will get rid of him. We'll see what happens. Fred Swayze Moore says that was horrible. Thanks 12, but it's time to go and take Byron with you. Like I said, me and Al talked about it earlier, man. I'm not against moving on from Brady. I mean, I thank the man for the 3 years he was here. I mean, he really turned our culture around. We got the Super Bowl with him and Gronk. We'll always be thankful for that. But
Sorry, I
you
saw a
okay there?
video. No, it's you're about to hear it. You're about to hear it. Wait a
Oh
second.
God, what?
Wait a
I want to get
second.
copyrighted.
Chicken, Italian spicy bacon chicken. Take one bite and it all starts clicking. Crown up my day. Having your way.
No, you gotta hear this.
Like a king that's on a budget. Yeah, no shit, I'm on a budget. I nuked the Bucs ML. Can't make it up, bro. $500 on the over and 4 missed extra points. That's never happened since 1932. What the fuck? Tight end first touchdown? Guess who takes it every goddamn game? Me. Guess who didn't have it this game? Me. I'm so sick of this shit, bro. I put my balls in a blender for the Buccaneers all season long. absolute bozos out there. I can't wait to not bet on them anymore. I fucking hate the bucket.
Everybody's
and
like
gentlemen,
messaging me, your team
pretty
cost me
hilarious.
money. I was like, everybody's messaging me saying like, oh, your team cost me money. I was like, that's your money, not my money. I didn't put money
Right.
on that. That's your fault, idiot.
Oh, bitch.
Have fun
Bill
drowning in
Seaver
piss, dude.
says, "Thanks, Ben. No problem, Bill. I appreciate you coming on, man. We got to do a show again. We had a lot of fun that time. Let's see. Fred Swayze Moore, all downhill after the red zone pick. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Trade him. Where's Johnny Dean and Jason? Well, Johnny Dean, he's been busy this weekend. He's got a lot of stuff going on. You'll see him Thursday night. And Jason, I don't know. Maybe he's busy. Who knows? Facebook user Scotty Miller over Russell Gage. Well, I don't know if Scotty Miller's going to be back. I don't see him coming back. Unless it's special teams, but even then, I mean, we hardly saw him play this year. I mean, he did have injuries, but do you see him coming back next year, Alec?
Do you really want to know the answer to that one?
No. So I take that as a no. Then?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to come back. I mean, the way I see it is, like, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, I can't really, like, there's been some wild shit we see in the off season where we thought players were going to leave, but some owners want to keep players around. In my opinion, it's one of those things where you just trust ownership. Trusted Jason like this far, and I mean,
yeah.
But if some fans, I know some fans out there making their little Facebook post saying they're done being a fan. Go ahead and stop being a fan. I'm still gonna stick with my team regardless. Whatever they do, whoever they keep, whoever they lose.
No.
But that just shows people's true character. Yes, the Bucs pissed me off tonight, but you can't really
Life
with
goes
everything
on.
that's going on. Huh?
Life goes on, and the sun rises
Yeah.
tomorrow. That's the
beautiful. That's how I see it. Another day of life.
Bill says you're probably 100% right about Smith, but I just had enough of him. I agree. I mean, and it's an astounding stat came up tonight. He had like 74 penalties since 2015. Since he's been in the league, he's had 74 penalties. So he's been in the league like 8 years now, I think. 8 years. 74 divided by 8. That's over 9 penalties a year on average. I mean, that's bad. That's bad. Now I understand that he's such a liability in pass coverage. The only reason he had a couple good years there before this year was again because they put Gronk out there, be a chipper to pass protect, help him out on that side. We sorely missed that, and he got exposed again this year. So good against the run. I'll give him credit. He's good against the run. He's been durable throughout his career, but he's just horrible in pass protection. And his footwork's not the greatest either. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame people for being upset with Donovan. I'm not happy either, but you got to look at the reality of it. Left tackle is so hard to develop in the NFL, and usually the good ones aren't available in free agency. So I get it. Jason Light had to re-sign him, overpay him because again, there was no good options out there at the time when Smith hit free agency. So they had to do it, but yeah, I mean, I don't see Donovan Smith being here after next year, maybe even the year after. So, yeah, so that's what I got to say on that. Jamel Dean didn't play versus Cowboys. No, I know he was on the IR, but I'm just saying, Jamel Dean, I would keep him still. He's a solid defensive back. And I did have that for dinner tonight, Scott. Pizza. Yeah.
Hmm.
Scott Taylor says I had all sorts of jokes tonight, but I can't go there since I'm worried about Russell Gage. No, it's okay, man. And I know you're sincere about that. Like I said, just hope the injury's minor. Never want to see stuff like that. Didn't look good. Let's see. Bill, Facebook. I say with Brady, let him decide what he wants to do and go from there. But one thing about Brady is will give us enough time to make changes if he leaves. Well, I got to admit, he didn't really do that for us this last year. And he retired, but then 45 days later, he comes back. But ironically enough, Bruce Arians retired right after Brady said he'd come back. I always said there is tension between those two. And I don't think Brady no longer wanted to work with Arians. I think Brady gave, and this is just my opinion. This is not fact. This is just personal opinion. I think Brady during the offseason last year gave the Bucs an ultimatum: me or Bruce. And the Bucs said, "Okay, come on back." But you saw what happened. I mean, the injuries played a lot into that, but like we were still 8-9, and Brady had probably his worst year off. Well, maybe numbers wise it didn't show, but offensively he struggled all year, and it just showed. He's couldn't. A lot of the throws were bad. Now again, the offensive line struggled, didn't give Brady enough time. But Brady himself, man, he's got to take some responsibility. Even the GOAT has to take responsibility. He made some bad throws, even tonight. I mean, that interception in the end zone was terrible. Yeah, people saying, well, he probably was trying to throw it out of bounds, but I would think you'd put a lot more air into that if you're going to throw it out away, but he didn't. So, it looked bad, and he's got to take some responsibility. I think this is Bill. I'm trying to read some of these comments, Alec.
No problem.
Yeah. Let's see. Derek Jones is in here. Derek, thank you for coming in, man. Yeah, he's got some these are some long comments. They're not showing again, a lot of these are on my profile, so I think this is sorry guys. Let me on the way, I'm still a little technology challenged, but you'd think by now I'd be a little more.
Well, that's all good.
Okay, we'll just read them off here. I say with Brady, okay, we already read that comment. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, 3 wide receivers, get rid of Russell Gage, Julio Jones, Scotty Miller, and Brashard Perriman, walk out free agent. Yeah, I mean, who gone? Brashard Perriman's gone as well. So Gage, they may keep him. They signed a 2-year deal for him. I think Alex said it was a 3-year deal. 3rd year's an option. So would Carson Palmer make offensive coordinator? I don't know. I'm going to say no, but who knows? I mean, it could be interesting. I mean, he's played the quarterback position. He's been in the league for a while. He worked with Arians, so yes, I definitely want to do a show with you sometime. Oh, absolutely, Bill. Dude, I'd love to, man. Let's just DM me. We'll talk about it. So I do. You see, have at it every Friday night. I got when he's available. Alex is on here. So, by the way, Alex a Cardinals fan as well. So is Bill Siebert. So Alex, Scott, Taylor, Bill Siebert, you guys are Cardinals fans, man. Might have to do a St. Louis Cardinal show here on Ben Zone.
That's definitely my team.
That's
Definitely
right.
my team.
Hey, Sean, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Damn. Sorry, guys. I hate to see Dallas win. Yeah. Yeah. You might have motivated him, Sean, with that.
Yeah.
You should have let Dallas win. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, I'm glad you whooped their ass the week before. So let's see, Fred. Fred, thanks for coming on, man. We should have kept Bruce. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. I mean, looks like we should have. Yeah, Alec, you said that we should have kept Bruce. And yeah, no fire in this. Todd just again. Todd Bowles is a nice guy, great coordinator. Not a head coach. Some guys aren't. Let's see. Yes, he definitely wasn't good tonight, and I honestly think he's going to retire. Yeah, well, we'll see, Bill. I mean, I think he either retires or he goes to Miami. Now, I'm shooting down the Raiders stuff. I don't think he's going to the Raiders. Since I live here in Vegas, I don't see that happening. I know it's because of McDaniels, the connection, but well, that's an interesting question, Sean. Who's the next quarterback in Tampa? Who knows? I mean, I said I'm not against moving on from Brady. I think we got to start rebuilding. I mean, and plus we're going to be in salary cap to an extent. We're going to be in salary cap hell. So there's not much we can really do for Tom Brady, realistically, to keep him around. I just don't see how we can't go crazy spending money, just to put pieces around Brady. I mean, we've already asked Mike Evans, God knows how many times, to take a pay cut, take his money up front. It's there's just some things that eventually you're just going to have to face reality, and the rebuild's probably going to be here sooner than later. And realistically, I think I'm one of those that I wouldn't mind starting it sooner than later, because the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take to rebuild the team and get it back to where it was, in my opinion. My whole family was born in St. Louis, Bill. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. St. Louis Cardinals, St. Louis Blues. I'm telling you, man, we're definitely gonna have to talk, man. Especially when we get the baseball season. Alec, we're gonna do a baseball stuff, as you know, on this show. We do all sports. Let's see. Bill, Ben, who think make good replacement for Byron Leftwich? That's a good question. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head right now. My only concern is, would the Bucs do it from in-house? I think you got to go out and look for somebody. That would be my take. I can't give you the exact names yet. I would really try to go out and look for somebody. I don't know if I'd stay in-house and do that. Just my opinion. That's a good question. Scott says go Chiefs. Okay. Miami would be the only other place. Great call. Yeah, I mean, Bill, I think that's more realistic because his kids are in Florida, and Tom wants to be there with his kids. He doesn't want to go all the way out here to Vegas or West Coast. I even heard Niners, which is ridiculous. I don't see that happening, especially if you got Brock Purdy now playing well, and you got to see what you have in Trey Lance. So Niners are good enough. They don't need Tom Brady right now. But yeah, I think it's the most realistic spot, in my opinion, would be Miami, or he retires. I just don't know if he's coming back here. I just don't think we can have the money to accommodate him to where, not him, but to accommodate his needs football wise, getting more pieces around him. So, and Brady may be looking for a new start somewhere else. Maybe he wants to play on another team, get a fresh start somewhere, different. Miami's got the weapons. You got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, who, by the way, pretty much cost Miami the game yesterday. I mean, if you drop passes when Brady's throwing them to you, then you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it from Tom. So he expects perfection. And Scott Taylor, Baker Mayfield to Tampa. No, that's not happening. he's going to stay with you guys. I think he should sign at least a 1-year deal. You don't know what you got health wise with Matt Stafford right now. I would sign him to a 1-year deal if I'm the Rams. That's what I do, especially with McVay coming back next year. Sean Spencer, is Todd Bowles out as head coach? No, I think he's staying another year at least. Just because he's got a 5-year deal. Next year will be his second year into the 5-year deal. Because if you fire him now, you got 4 years to go. Then you got to pay the new coach. You're paying two different guys. I don't think the Glazers are going to do that. I think they're going to give Bulls another chance. But yeah, Byron's probably going to be gone. I really do. Start Kyle Trash cheap. Rebuild offensive lines around Trask. Kyle Trash. Okay, well, I'll use that one if he's really bad next year. No, but yeah, that might be that probably be the most likely route we go, unless the Glazers don't want to rebuild with a quarterback and want to keep going after free agents. But I think you just got to start rebuilding. I really do. I'd rather do it now than wait another year or two. It just take longer. Let's just try and rebuild. Oh wait, Scott, I lived in St. Louis all of my 68 years. Good, man. Sean Spencer, with the early exit of Tampa and how poorly the Rams were this year, should we kill all that noise about having to get a super team? Well, yeah, I mean, Sean, the best teams are built through the draft. They're built through the offensive lines, the trenches, as we like to call it. The
He was more so like, I mean, if I can do a comparison, we're like the Miami Heat of 2000. What was it, 8, 9? Where we just picked up in free agency, and basically it is. It's like it only gets you so far for a couple of years. I feel like the draft last year. I mean, I haven't really seen much for Logan Hall because rookie wise, but I feel like we went away from the O line. It's probably because there probably wasn't that many good O line picks that they probably liked.
Mm-hmm.
But that's yeah, you can have receivers, but that O line, Dallas built their O line through the draft, and it did wonders for them. I just hope they do the same thing.
Yeah, well, piggybacking on Sean's question there, again, the super team with Brady, that was rare. I mean, that's more the exception than the rule. And the Bucs had a lot of money in free agency in 2020, so it's kind of a perfect storm. So yeah, again, and Brady took pay cuts. That was the beauty of it. He took pay cuts. He wasn't like Aaron Rodgers. He wasn't like other quarterbacks where give me more, give me that money. No, Brady's like, okay, here, I'll drop $1 million or $2 million. Go give me this guy. Oh, okay, I'll drop another $1 million. Go give me that guy. That was the beauty of Tom Brady. He was a team player. He wants to win. And, that's how it wasn't necessarily I mean, I guess you could call it a super team to an extent, but again, they're more the exception than the rule. Again, it's like the Niners now, they're the opposite. They've built through the draft. And then you add on some pieces in free agent. Like you make a trade for Christian McCaffrey. They got Trent Williams in a trade or free agency. I think it was a trade, right, Sean? Because he was with the Commanders. Then he wanted out of there, so I guess they traded him. But
a nice cut.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna read Bill's comment here. Bill Siebert says, we have to face something that I definitely noticed tonight, and that is Evans is probably going to retire sooner or later. Just saying. Also, Chris Godwin is really beat up, and yes, I agree. We have seen the last of Brady as a Buck. I think Mike Evans he's going to retire as a Buck. I don't see him going anywhere else. Maybe he might have a few good years in him, left. Again, it's going to depend on the quarterback situation too. You got to have a good quarterback, can't just have anybody throw the ball to Mike Evans. As good as Mike Evans is, and don't get me wrong, he's great, but he had a great connection with Tom Brady. Um, that's special. That's like Rice and Montana and Rice. That's like Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison. They just had that connection. Aikman and Irvin. So we'll see what happens. But would it surprise me? No, nothing surprises me. So Jimmy G to the Bucks. Jimmy G. No, Corey, I don't think so. uh, Fred, if Brady is going to play next year, he'll be a Buck. Nobody wants a 1-year quarterback. And congratulations, Cowgirls, with the number one emojis. We'll see. We'll see, Fred. But again, we have to think about the salary cap as well. We got to understand that we've been kicking the can down the road, with, paying money up front. Evans, getting his money up front, taking some pay cuts. And, that we got deals with guys like Godwin and Shaq Barrett, so those deals are locked in. They got big money coming their way next year. So I don't know, unless they take a pay cut, but we'll see. Blaine Gabbert, guys. If anyone's start him, give him a chance. Bill, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. I don't want to see Gabbert out there. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't even know if he's coming back next year. So that might be a mute point, but we'll see what happens. Scott Taylor, you build a team to win the game. Absolutely. Sean, yeah, after that Philly playoff game from last year, I would have been all about getting an offensive line. Yeah, I mean, but see, the thing is, Sean, again, we didn't expect Marpet to retire. We didn't expect Jensen to get injured in training camp. I mean, a lot of injuries happen on that offensive line. Now, again, this is not excusing Brady. He didn't play great. He had some great games, but he also had some poor games. But man, easy for me to say, without that offensive line, with switching, parts every single week, you don't have that consistency, and you got to have consistency, especially in the trenches. That's vital if you're going to win football games and be a good team. So great to see Jensen in there, but not next to 67. Yeah, Fred, his first game back, I thought it would be a boost. I know he wasn't going to be 100%. It wasn't going to be the Jensen of old, I shouldn't say old. Let me rephrase that. The Jensen that we come to expect, but yeah, he looked worse than I thought. I mean, honestly, I just don't think he was ready to be out there. But I get it. The Bucs needed a boost. Anything to get going. So let's see. Did we read that comment already? Yes, we did. Night, my friend Scott. Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night, sir. Two of the Bucs or Andy Dalton. No, and definitely no. Sean says, night, Scott Taylor. Corey, you crazy. You called Corey crazy. Oh, well. Sup, fellas? Stopping through before bed. Sorry about the loss. What do you think the Bucs do for 2023? I assume that's Mr. Anthony Handy. We'll see what happens. If Brady retires, I think we're rebuilding. Bud. That's how I see it. So, yeah, Sean, that sucks, man. Another stud we let get away. Yeah, those damn Commanders. Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel Snyder.
Bro, I just got dissed by FanDuel.
You know what?
I just got roasted by FanDuel.
Oh, did you? What'd you
Apparently,
do?
I didn't make it. Apparently, I asked for my tax form. They said you didn't make enough money to even get one.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Uncle Sam gave you a break this time.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of these fucking apps is gonna make me owe some money. But then
Mhm.
again, like, if you make like 1,000, then I think they tax you.
I think it's what, $1,200? Is it
You got
1,200?
profit 1,200.
No, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm asking
Oh,
you. Is it
I was
before
gonna
you?
say that I never profit. I'm in the net.
Well,
That's
okay,
all.
but I mean, what I'm saying, I think out here in Nevada, if you win like 1,200 or more dollars at the table, whatever games you're playing, gambling wise, you either can take the full amount, but you have to pay taxes on it later, or you can get it deducted right then and there. But yeah, no wins to the Bucks. Yeah, I agree. Get them out of there. Those are not number one emojis. Those are middle fingers emojis to the Dallas emojis. Well, Sean, I'm trying to be clean. Okay, I'm trying to be a little clean here.
Bro, these fucking Cowboy fans are coming out of nowhere.
Zagnif Productions. All right, Zagnif. By the way, good clothing. Send me an email. I'll get you I'll advertise your stuff on my show, man. Gabbard is the backup. I had zero clue. Maybe coach should have put him in after halftime. Sometimes it just takes a spark. No, Brady would. First of all, and we're past the midnight hour. I'm going to say it. Brady would say, "Fuck you, Blaine. Don't even put your helmet on. Keep that hat on." Doesn't matter. It's Brady's team. His rule. Sean Spencer, as a Washington fan, I would never wish Carson Wentz on you guys. I appreciate that, Sean. Thanks for looking out for us. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would not do that either. He is pretty much a backup at this point in his career. Let's see. Corey again. Richard. Richard Sherman, good defense coordinator like last year for Bucks one game when Todd Bowles out with COVID. Nah. I think he's got a nice little gig over at Amazon that he's going to keep for a while. So I will just say this, guys. If any chance Brady comes back and won't be with this offensive line, and that's why he's probably gone. And for the record, I love Brady. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. You need to put pieces around Brady, especially an offensive line. Again, I I don't think he wants to play with Donovan Smith anymore. I don't think he wants to play with rookies. He wants an experienced line. So yeah, I could definitely see that. Good comment, by the way. Yes, it's $1,200. Okay, yeah. If you make $1,200 or more dollars, it's taxable.
Like if I'm in negatives, does that count?
What do you mean?
Like negative, like basically all my winnings went back to losses.
Oh yeah. No, it just says here if you make $1,200 or more off a bet or anything gambling wise, then it starts to be taxable money, is what it is. Matt Ryan, a free agent. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. If you want him on the Bucks, no, thank you. Why did Bulls leave Brady in so long? I don't think that was Bulls.
You try taking him out of the game.
Yeah, you tell him. Hey,
You try taking him out of the game. Who's gonna tell him no?
Hey, Mr. Brady, I'm gonna put you out of the game.
Back off, Todd.
We're gonna put Blaine. Fuck you, Todd. What'd you say to me, bitch? I'm sorry. Sorry, Tom. I didn't mean that. I'm gonna go back here now and coach the defense. I'll be right back. You go ahead. You stay in the game, right? Yeah, let's see that. I'd love to see that exchange.
Yeah, the more I see like the conversations we had like months back, that Brady definitely says back a year. Like there was no point of coming back.
And that's another thing. I don't think Brady wants to be back here because of Todd Bowles.
Yeah, I completely. I do not blame him for that. I would. I 100% agree. I would not.
No, that doesn't mean that Tom doesn't like Todd Bowles as a person. I think he likes him, but he just doesn't respect him as a football head coach. Yeah. So, good night, guys. Ben, get with me about doing a show together sometime. Sorry, my head is killing me today. No, Bill, absolutely. We will definitely stay in touch. Get some rest, bud. Hope you feel better. Thank you again for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. as I'm trying to grow this thing. So yeah, definitely we'll keep in touch there. Corey's a troll quarterback tonight. Yeah, I love Corey. He's a great guy. We love having him on. Um, we just love having everybody on, man. It's been a lot of fun here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here, but Alex, any final thoughts you want to? Let me get a few more comments and then we'll get to some final thoughts. Got you on the email. Shoot me yours in Messenger. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, Zagnif. I will definitely take a look. I wouldn't wish once on the Gators, and you know how I feel about that team in Jacksonville. Yeah, exactly. Man, we got some more comments. Fred says, wasn't the ending we wanted, but as Bucks fans, we're used to 4-6 win years. But thanks, guys. Well, Fred, cheers. We will see what happens this offseason. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do yet. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot to address, and it starts with Brady. Is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Who knows? Only time will tell. Let's see what the front office wants to do. It's up to them. Pizzas. Brady doesn't eat pizzas. Why would you put them around him? Well, maybe. I don't even know if he eats a cauliflower pizza with avocados, no cheese. I don't know. The Brady diet. I do not know. Okay. Let's see, I think we got some more comments. Here's a good comment. Here's a good one. Sean, has Brady turned into Jordan with the Wizards? Well, no, because unlike Jordan, Brady won a Super Bowl when he came to the Bucs. So no, definitely not. But yeah. So let's see. John Fox, offense, no, Corey. There he goes. He's trolling. He is trolling. See if, make sure that's
Claim negative loss. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Bro,
that is cool.
Talk about a bad beat. Fucking Jalen Green, bro.
Yeah,
Jalen fucking Green.
you can claim negative loss, Alec. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I'm hoping for. Because Jalen Green is really about to piss me the fuck off. Dude has freaking against the Lakers, the one team that allows the most points to your position. You don't do shit. A break.
Yeah. Don't get
Bro.
me started last night on that game. Fuck, man.
No, the
Sean,
game that really pissed me. The game that really pissed me off was against the Mavericks. If that was Luka, that would have been a foul. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
they
Sean, more like Namath with whatever team you retired with. Come on, guys. Brady won a Super Bowl with us. Okay, so he's much better than Namath or Jordan, whatever. Oh well, look who appeared. Mr. Jason Sway. Jason, thank you for tuning in. Hey, boys. Hey, Sailor. Yeah. Bo Nix to Tampa in 2 years. Sean. No. That would be a no. I'm going to put a Nix on that one. So, all right, guys. I'm going to wrap this baby up. Alec, do you have any final thoughts on tonight?
no.
No? All right. We'll leave it with that. You're going to catch me and Mr. Schomber every Thursday night on NFL Edition, Bucks Report, 10 or 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. As you know, I won't be on there until 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, because I work and I'm just late like that. So, but we will be back Friday night for Have At It episode 6. Alec, you in or out this week?
I should be available. Hopefully, I'm not doing noise Twitch stream on Thursday.
Okay, well, if you are, always welcome to join us. If not, no big deal. But tune in anyway. So we will talk about the upcoming games with now the divisional round. We'll have 4 games, 4 very good games. Might talk about some other stuff. So stay tuned for that. And let's read this comment. Jim Caldwell to the OC for the Bucs. No, I don't see that. But he's trying to get a head coaching job, I think. I'm sure he is. You know, Alec, have you ever hear anything on Jim Caldwell? He's trying to look for a head coaching job.
Not that I heard of. Johnny Dean would know more about that than me.
Okay.
I like my picture
Well,
in here. I'm the
do
face
you?
of the show. Look at that beard that I used to have. Look at that little frisker.
Yes, sir. All right. And Sean, one more. Brady just thanked the Bucks media for his time in Tampa Bay. Ooh. Well.
All gone.
I think that's your niece, right? Or your goddaughter?
That's my goddaughter.
That's his goddaughter. Yep.
No, Shy ain't having kids. Don't try to wish that upon me.
I'm gonna miss Brady, but not my bitch. Ouch. Okay. All right.
You pervert.
Right. Appreciate the nice comments, Alex.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't want
All
to piss
good.
off the
We're
bird.
past the midnight hour, man. We can say whatever we want. All right, guys. I'm gonna check out. But Alec, thank you for coming on tonight. Appreciate it. Thank everybody for coming on, making comments. A lot of great comments tonight. Appreciate it. We will be back. Well, you'll see me and Alec Thursday night with Johnny Dean, Alex Usmore, NFL edition, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And you'll see me Friday night here on Have At It. Probably Alec. You'll see him too. So Have At It episode 6, Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. So, and I'm dragging with my voice, been talking a lot. So I'm going to call this a wrap. And guys, take care. Have a good night, and we will see you soon.